Hey guys, it's Deneice. Oops, sorry about that. I was just going to wait and see if maybe anybody pops on. I'm really not expecting, people to pop on because one, I haven't put out a video in about a month, and two, some places it's still kind of early. So I hope you guys are doing well. Maybe I need to put my phone on silent. That might help. I'm just doing this little chit-chat because it's been a while since I've done a live, and two, Simply Love Soaps has some exciting changes going on, and I have been able to do videos for about a month because of some construction work we've had going on in the house. I had to, close up the soap room and cover everything up, and we ripped out like 16 windows of the house, and just doing all the replacing of the wood and the windows and the siding, the flashing around the windows. We put siding for the flashing, that kind of good stuff. We're almost done. We've got everything on the outside done. We have about pretty much on the inside, we need to silicone around the new molding that we just put up this past weekend. And we need to paint the molding. And then finally put everything back together, put the blinds up and the curtains and all that good stuff. It's been a work in progress. We really haven't fought. I've just only told my husband once to go play in traffic. I was able to finally soak 2 times this week, about in the last week and a half, not quite 2 weeks. So I have some videos lined up for that, and I just wanted to get on here and talk with you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are staying safe. My business away from Simply Love Soaps is as a cosmetologist, and as we all know, we are not essential. I can make you look good while you're saving people's lives, but cutting somebody's hair is not going to save their life. So right now, I've been able to get a lot of the work done for the changes that we are doing for Simply Love Soaps during this time, and just trying to get everything done and trying to keep an 18-year-old fed. This boy eats nonstop. He's a bottomless pit. That, and he loves being on his games. Sometimes it's loud here, so I really haven't done too much with Simply Love Soaps as far as videos, other than the 2 days that I had soaped and the 2 days that I had done some cutting for the soaps. But we're doing pretty good. My husband and my son, they are outside contractors, so thank goodness that they have been able to work. It's slowed down a little bit, and there's some contracts that can't be done because of some of it is government property. And as we all know, that a lot of the requirements for them to work on government property is pretty much stalled for now. Let's see. I miss my Snazz It Up family. I miss, cutting people's hair and talking to them. But most importantly, I've missed my church. But the church has really stepped up their game. They're still in the learning process of doing a lot of online stuff. Our church finally moved to some YouTube. Father Thomas, or Padre Thomas, he's been doing some YouTube videos, and Father Stephen's been doing some, but most of the church stuff, as far as like mass and adoration and stuff like that, they are doing Facebook Live. So pretty excited about that. I've been able to attend a little more church than what I would normally be able to attend due to my work schedule. So, it's kind of helped a little bit. But just to talk, let's see. Simply Love Soaps is going through some changes. The Lord has been working on me because I was not the best child for him with this decision in the beginning. The Lord, I do quite a bit of donations, not to brag or anything like that, but it's when God puts something on my heart, I'm usually really good about doing it. This time I was a little bit like, Lord, really? I feel like God was asking for more donations, and I was at the point to where, if I kept giving more and more, Simply Love Soaps would no longer be a business, but it would be a hobby. So, I, just kind of put it off, and I was like, let me pray on it, and put it off. And I was sitting in adoration one day, and all of a sudden, all of it came through my mind, and I knew exactly what it was. God was asking for all of Simply Love Soaps. And I was hesitant because of it's a nice little cushion. Simply Love Soaps was not huge by any means. And a lot of my sales were through the boutique, and, I had some online stuff, and, and I was a little reluctant to give him all of it. I was naughty. I was very naughty. I was a very headstrong child of God. And I was like, Lord, do you really want all of it? Until Miss Renee, I had been, asking her little questions here and there. And, I was trying not to bother her, but I'm still trying to figure everything out. And I was trying to figure out how I can keep some of it and give God some of it. But he decided, okay, you don't want to give me 50%, give me all of it. So, and I did. Simply Love Soaps is no longer retail. I am going to, and I'm not making a nonprofit because I really don't want to have to, if I'm just donating this stuff out, I really don't want to have to keep track of what kind of money does come in or something like that. So I guess it's going back to being kind of a hobby, but it's going to be for donations. I'm going to be doing something similar to like what Miss Renee is doing. I'm going to be looking for places that need donations, and I'm going to be making soap for donations. Once I finally came to realize that, this was going to happen, and I was okay with it, because all of a sudden it was like, why am I struggling with this? I'm going to give it over to God. I'm just going to do it. And I finally said it out loud. And when I said it out loud, I'm telling you guys, within 45 minutes, some blessings started to occur. I had 4 major stressors in my life this past year that I have been working on. And sorry about that, guys. I had been working on, and I was actually in the middle of a fasting prayer when not one but 2 of the things that was stressing me out was taken care of that day. And one of them, oh my gosh, guys, I got lipstick on my teeth. Sorry. It's like squirrel walking across the yard. That's that ADD, attention span going on right there. It was like, God was like, okay, you finally gave it to me. Let me show out and give you something back. And within 45 minutes, I had received a phone call. One of the main things that was just eating me up to where it was hurting my stomach. That was within 45 minutes. Saying it out loud, Lord, I'm giving you this. It's yours. Just lead me, guide me, and teach me how you want it, and let your will be done. And then within 3 hours, another issue was solved. So, I felt like God was just, kind of just waiting for me to finally do it, for him to show off what he does. And, I'm kind of hard-headed that way. That's why one of my favorite scriptures that I live by is Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Because I am one of those who will just go round and around in circles before I finally give it up to God. So the changes with Simply Love Soaps is that it's no longer going to be a retail. I'm only going to be doing donations. I'm going to be donating it to, I've got a couple of places on the list, such as my church has a community center, and there's the women's shelter here. And I've been in touch with the missions, but I'm still needing a couple of more places that I'm not sure where to keep donating. There's also the Shower the People that I can do. So if you guys know of any other locations or charities that will Jesus come back later? I'm not sure what that means, hon. Jesus is here all the time. I don't know what that is. Will Jesus come back later? Christ is always here. If he's coming back for the final days, yes. Sorry. Let's see. But there's, changes with Simply Love Soaps that I'm in middle of trying to take care of. I was able to do some videos. I've got them uploading and being ready for scheduling for, I've got about 7 of them, 7 or 8. And I actually found one of them, which is a little older, which was about 2 months ago, that I forgot that I had. So that one's going to be popping in there too. I'm going to continue with the Simply Love Soaps videos and stuff like that. I think with the monetization and the timing that God has granted that, plus the timing of changing Simply Love Soaps over, I believe he's wanting to use SLS for, I guess, kind of funding some of the products I need and to help maintain equipment. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would watch some of the videos, the little commercials. Some of them are skippable, and I think there may be a few that aren't, but I'm trying to do most of them skippable. But I would greatly appreciate it if you watch at least a little bit of it. So as far as the changing, I haven't figured out, if I'm going to keep the same bar sizes, if I'm going to be changing my packaging, because I'm kind of, my packaging is a little more expensive, because when you're in a boutique setting, you kind of need to have a certain look. So my packaging is a little more on the expensive side. So my thing right now is, if this is going for God's work, then, do I continue with the more expensive packaging, or do I do something less expensive and put the money more towards making the soaps? So I'm tossing around ideas on that. So I'd like your opinions on that. And, I may change packaging. I prefer not to go back to plastics, just because of the footprint it leaves on the environment. I mean, the plastic is cheaper, but I'm still trying to figure out options on that. So I'd like some of your advice on those. And I'm trying to figure out about the Be Scented mystery boxes, because I know a lot of you like to watch the Be Scented mystery boxes. So hopefully I'll still be able to keep doing the gold, but it just depends on, the changing of finances and what, I have that I can provide for it. It's a little different when Simply Love Soaps was, I could actually use that as a tax write-off. So, it's a little bit of a weighing out and still trying to figure out all the little things, but that's about it, guys. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I miss you all. I've got videos coming up. I've just been doing some growing pains, and I think that the future is going to be great. And I think Simply Love Soaps is going to continue to grow. I'm a firm believer, if he asks, he provides. If we ask, he provides. You may not like the answer, but, just give with your heart if he's working on it. And that's what I'm trying to do now. So I've just really missed you guys. I hope y'all are doing well, and I can't wait to see you soon. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.